mean, I'm not bragging, I'm not patting myself on the back. I'm just telling you I nailed it. Hey everybody, it is Billy at Be Tough. I'm pretty excited today because I'm gonna try something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I'm curious to see if I can pull it off. I don't know, I am not a cook, but I am in the kitchen, and we're all gonna see if this works. If it does, maybe it's something we can all do. But what are we gonna do? We are gonna try to make the pickled carrots that you see at your local Mexican restaurants. That's right, we're gonna try that. I don't know if I can do this, man, but I do crave those. Sometimes I go to those Mexican restaurants just for their pickled carrots. Like, I'm going there just to get their carrots. I said, why don't you learn how to make them, man? It can't be that complicated, right? We're gonna figure it out today. So let's check it out. Let's see some of the ingredients that we have for our pickled carrots. You know, obviously you're gonna want fresh carrots sliced up, but for this video, I just did the carrot chips. Save a little bit of time on that. I did get 3 jalapeños. I think the spicier that you want it, you would increase that volume. I could be wrong. Now, from what I've seen, they use Mexican oregano. I couldn't find that, so I just used straight oregano. I'm just gonna do a little splash of that. But, if you have a Mexican place around you that sells Mexican oregano, try to get that. I am gonna use black pepper here because I do love black pepper, man. It add a little bit of a, spice to it. I do like that. Now, here is something that I found at one of the restaurants here. I saw that they had a floating cinnamon stick in their deal, and that sweetens it up just a tick. So I am gonna add a little bit of ground cinnamon. I did see that some people add a pinch of sugar, but I think I'm just gonna try to see if I can do it with the ground cinnamon. I did pick up some vinegar. You do need that. I think it's like a 50-50 mix when we get into the cooking of it. And we have a jar here. Now, the good thing about pickled vegetables, it does last a long time. So you can actually jar these up and keep them in your refrigerator for a while. So we are gonna get to it. Let's get going. Let's slice up some stuff and get it all together. I will say that when you are cutting peppers, not just jalapeños, but any kind of pepper, you wanna kind of have your face back a little bit. You definitely don't wanna rub your eyes, because that will, oh, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm watching, it's dangerous. All right, we're just gonna, you know what, I'm gonna use that right now. I'm just gonna use that much right now. I may add some more, but I don't know, we'll see. Carrots, now these, these say they're already washed and ready to eat, so I assume they're good to put in, right? Right? Get all the seeds in there. Okay. Now I'm gonna cut the onion and, oh, this one definitely will make you cry. This will make you cry right here, be careful. Gonna throw a few pieces in. I'm just gonna break them, throw them in. I'm not a big onion guy, although I will say my daughter loves onions. The first step is sauteing. We're not gonna cook this very much. We're just gonna soften a little bit with a little bit of sauteing with the olive oil. So I am just gonna sprinkle a little bit around here. Don't put the fire on too hot, right? We're not trying to cook these. This is not the cooking process part of it. This is just the sauteing part. And we're just going to, spin this around a little bit and saute the vegetables. I probably put too much carrot in here. I have a feeling that I could have done half that load, but it's okay. So the cinnamon, so I am adding a little bit of cinnamon, and that is a key ingredient to this deal. There is one ingredient that I forgot, and that is garlic salt. Right now, this just tastes like a cooked dish. It doesn't have that pickle taste to it. And then I'm gonna add some more oregano. Start light, and then kind of like add as you go, right? I'm adding a little bit more oregano. I feel like it wants it. You don't want to saute these so they're mushy either, right? But you just want them so they're softening up a little bit. So now we are going to add our vinegar. We're gonna do a 50-50 on this. I'm gonna do a 50-50. I am gonna add some more black pepper to it because I do want it more peppery. And I am gonna add a little bit more. I'm just actually gonna up the ingredients a little bit. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I want to. All right, so one thing I am gonna do here is I'm gonna add a little bit more jalapeno into it. I feel like it needs a little bit more kick. I don't know if I'll add all these, but I'm gonna saute them up a little bit and kind of mix them in. So too, I think I'd go back a little bit on the vinegar. I can't tell though, it may change a little bit when I pull it out, but it has a little bit of a vinegar taste to it, but I'm not sure on that. That may change, so let's keep going on this. Ooh, look at this. Dude, it is so close. I did end up adding 3 extra peppers. That was definitely, for the amount of carrots that we had, that's definitely where it needed to be. I think if you're gonna do one of those bags of the pre-cut carrots, I think 3 jalapenos per bag on that. I did end up putting the whole onion in there. My daughter likes the onion. It definitely didn't hurt anything for sure. It made it taste a little better actually. And I started loading up that oregano. Started just pouring it in there a little bit more. Same with the garlic salt. And I still splashed a little bit of that cinnamon to give it that sweet kind of little kick to it. Now I'm gonna throw it in a jar and let it cool. And I hope that this is close to the Mexican restaurants. Well, this definitely looks good. I'm gonna put this in the jar here. It's probably gonna be a challenge for me to do this. And then we are going to let it cool. I have to tell you that so far so good. I'm actually impressed with this. It looks good, man. It's like a work of art, right? And this might be hard right here for me to do. I'm gonna make a mess here, but here we go. We're gonna try to do this. Oops, I'm gonna have to clean that up. Oops.
Jeez.
It's all right. Do that. And what do you think, dude? Have a look. Okay, well, here we are. We are cooled, chilled, or at least chilled enough where I can make an evaluation. 2 packages of carrots will give you roughly 3 jars. You'll get this out of it. And as you saw in the video, we actually added a little bit more ingredients, more peppers, more onion, and really put a lot more oregano in than I thought I would. And I did add the cinnamon, so that was kind of interesting. I would say that my favorite carrots in town are from Fresco, the one downtown. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you have a Mexican restaurant and you think that's not fair, but I'm just being honest. Their carrots are legit, dude. And then I've had some other ones, which I won't mention, that aren't so good. So there's a wide range of carrots. So I'm gonna try it now, and I'm gonna rate first on the texture, and I think I'll start with just a carrot, right? The one thing I will say is that I wish I would have cooked it a little bit less. I wish I would have boiled it less time, because it's probably a little bit softer than I like it. I kind of like them crunchy. So if you like them crunchy, don't cook them as much. So I'm gonna try it now. I'm giving you an honest opinion here. This is not fanboy stuff, would be tough. Here we go. Okay. I probably could have used less vinegar, just a little bit. I probably could have done maybe like a 40% to 60% water. I think I could have watered down the vinegar a little bit, but I don't want to ruin that because it definitely doesn't ruin it. So now I'm gonna try the pepper right here. I'm gonna try it. Yeah, the pepper's rock solid. The whole thing is good. I nailed it, dude. I mean, I'm not bragging, I'm not patting myself on the back. I'm just telling you I nailed it. It's perfect. So good, dude. Yeah, this is good. So we definitely got it. And you know, you can experiment too. Like if you like it spicier, you can have the ratio of the peppers higher than the carrots. If you don't like spice as much, you can pull back on the peppers. Try it. Like I said, I kept throwing more and more ingredients in it, more garlic. Oh, it tastes so good, dude. I'm getting like an aftertaste right now of the peppers and stuff and everything. It's so good. It is just rock solid. One thing I'm gonna give you a little secret here. To chase this down with, man, there's one thing that makes the spice and the peppers taste so good. And what is that? I'm just gonna move this out. I'm gonna show it to you, dude. One of my favorite things to chase with this. Yeah. I don't know what's in this drink, dude, but there's something about it. Like when you eat something with like a chili pepper, and then you taste it, there's some kind of chemical in that, dude, that spices it all up on your tongue, man. It's so good. So make sure you have a Dr. Pepper, man. Oh, man, it's so good. Man, good. I think we did it as good as any Mexican restaurant could, dude. Well, yeah, I'd put this up against Fresco, dude. I'm not saying I could beat them, but if I take about 5 minutes off that boiling time, dude, I'm gonna give them a race run for their money, dude. All right, there you go. Thanks for watching. This is Billy at Eat Up.